Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. Vince here for 7-Day Tarot. Today I'm going to pull your money and career energy, your love energy, and I'll see who's coming and going. Now, if you have a certain amount of money you'd like to manifest, or if you have a specific person in mind, you can go ahead and like this video and subscribe. And if you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Now, for a totally fresh perspective, you can check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. And stay tuned till the end of your reading. We'll use oracle cards, and I'll pull your affirmation for today and a final message from your spirit guides tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in, see what we got going on for you right now. Very magical energy, right? The fact that you got the Eight of Cups and you also have the Knight of Wands lets you know it's time to walk towards your goals and fears at the same time. Now, what does this mean? Maybe you always wanted to start a business, but you're scared that you won't be successful, right? So you're putting it off to the back burner. You're telling yourself, I will do this later when the economy is better. You don't want to suffer imagined troubles. Us humans, we suffer more in imagination than we do in reality. We're always looking at the worst case scenario. It doesn't have to be like this. This is a choice. You have to reprogram the subconscious mind to stop doing this, or else failure and rejection will prevent you from doing anything, right? You won't ask someone on a date. You won't start a new business. So right now, source is telling you, don't focus on the one thing that can go wrong. Focus on the 20 things that can go right. Rather than be like, what if this doesn't work out? Tell yourself, what if it does? What if I do this business and I'm an entrepreneur? What if I'm actually really good at this? What if I can catch a break? What if I network and collaborate and I make tons of money on my own schedule? What if I'm my own boss now? What if I could have tax write-offs? Right now, source is telling you, and when you look at it from that perspective, like a breath of fresh air, you are welcoming and inviting new energy into your life with that Four Cups energy, and you can expect and command the outcome. And that's what it comes down to. Your angels and guides want you to start commanding the outcome, right? Don't settle for nothing less than what your emotions match to your expectations. If your expectations are for you to be successful, if you want to be rich, if you want to be with your soulmate, your emotions need to match that up. Like your brain has to say, I can do this, and the heart has to say, yes, we can. Brain and heart coherence, now that is the winning hand, and it works every single time. Now you got the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. This is about getting help when it comes to mastering your career and finances. So someone is going to see some potential within you and help you invest, or they're going to mentor or teach you what to do. And source is telling you that while you are waiting for this to happen, do not wait, because waiting is lack, and lack does not carry the thought of abundance. So right now, source is telling you to stay busy. Like, for example, how I stay busy is I always do something more of, do something less of, start something and stop something. Do something more of, for example, if you're going exercising, it's working, do more of that. Do something less of, maybe less worrying. Start something, maybe you always want to go start that, spin class. Stop something, maybe you always want to stop binge eating, right? Or stop smoking or drinking. But right now, this is a great time to stay busy and audit those beliefs. Now, you also got the Nine of Cups and the World. And this is a gentle reminder from your angels and guides that there is a gift, a desire that's about to be gifted to you. Right now, source is telling you small micro steps to get there. Right now, Martin Luther King said it best. He goes, don't look at the whole staircase, look at the next step, but then you won't get overwhelmed. I'll give you an example. Imagine you want to lose weight and you're telling yourself, I got to lose 10 pounds. But that whole 10 pounds thing, that it can get overwhelming. But imagine that if you told yourself, okay, what is the next micro step? All I have to do, don't worry about the weight. Next micro step is, let's not buy no more junk food. You know how much weight you'll lose if you don't have junk food in the house? And then what's the next step after that? Why don't we stop eating 2 hours before bed? You'll easily lose 5 pounds like that, like within a week, right? So again, the next micro step will get you there. Now, you got Temperance and you have the Nine of Wands, and your angels are telling you that there's a unsustainable energy has to get cleared because it's causing a money and love block. Right now, source is telling you that feeling is the secret. What are your feelings telling you? You were given instincts for a reason. If something feels wrong, it is wrong. So right now, imagine you are staying up late at night. You know it feels wrong. You wake up the next day all groggy. That means stop doing it. If something feels wrong, your angels and guides are telling you through warning signs that this is not something that's sustainable. Right now, your angels are telling you to let go of something that is not working for you. Now, Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a reminder that you are meant to be rich, meant to fly first class, and you are meant to live in peace and retire in peace. And your angels and guides are telling you that you attract energy that's in harmony with you. This means you attract money, opportunities, synchronicities, people that are in harmony with you. So right now, if you are doing rich things, you will become rich. Now, rich things do not mean wearing a polo shirt playing tennis, right? I'm trying to be funny here. Rich things means like, if you were rich, how would you act? Like if I was rich, what I would do is I would not be so I would be more generous with money. I would tip a little bit more, even if it's 1% more. You know what I mean? Just I would do the things right now that I would do later. And I'm not telling you to go tip if you can't tip right now because your financial situation doesn't allow it. But for example, like my clothes would be ironed, my shoes would be cleaned. I'd use a magic eraser and make sure that I look pristine. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure that your clothes are ironed, right? These are things that you can do to feel rich, and then you will attract more wealth to you. Now, very interesting. You got the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So right now, your angels and guides are telling you inspired action is on the way. And this is going to be how you monetize a passion. So right now, Source is telling you this is a great time, actually, that start, feeling inspired, right? Excitement. Excitement trumps knowledge. Excitement trumps execution. Imagination and creativity. These are the things you're looking for. Because when you're excited, you're in that flow state, you're in the line, you're grounded. Ideas just come. How to make passive income, how to acquire wealth, how to be inspired, what you should do. But you got to get yourself in that state. So for me, like when I go for a walk and I come back, I'm very inspired. I always have downloads. When I get enough rest, when I get enough sleep, when I am watching shows that are in alignment with what I'm looking for, right? If I'm trying to be a day trader, I'm looking at day trading shows. I'm not looking at shows that are teaching me other things, right? So right now, your angels and guides are telling you that this is a great time to set boundaries for yourself in order to have those beautiful transformation. And those boundaries really are being disciplined, right? Asking yourself, what is working, what is not, and what should I do more of? Like, for example, right now, be disciplined enough to never be hard on yourself. Never talk to yourself in the way that you would never talk to someone else. Your mind is always eavesdropping on what you have to say, right? So right now, be disciplined to be kind to yourself. I know it sounds easy, but it's not. You know how hard we are on ourselves, us empaths especially. I should have known better. Why did I do this? You're collecting data. You're not supposed to do anything other than live your life the way you are. Now, you also have clarity and confidence. Clarity of intention is always rewarded by the universe, and that is how you get your confidence, knowing what you want and knowing that it will come to you. Right now, Source is telling you how you do anything is how you do everything. This is a great example of why we make the bed when we wake up. When you do something like make the bed, you're saying, I am an organized person. Next thing you know, there's no sink, no dishes in the sink, the car is clean, and your clothes are clean. But when you don't make the bed, you're basically saying, I am unorganized, and then it transpires into all aspects of your life. Now you're busy, now you're rushing, now you get somewhere late, now you spill stuff on yourself. So right now, this is a great example of why it's so important to set those healthy boundaries. And you also have creativity and inner child letting you know that your inner child is yearning to come out through imagination, through creativity. So right now, journal without the how, journal without the why, just journal for fun. Talk about the things that you're looking for in your life, not about the things that you don't want, and allow the universe to do its job, which is bring you what is your birthright, which is abundance. All right, now speaking of abundance, it is time for your affirmation. So right now, let's see how we're going to bring some money and some love in your life. Your affirmation is, the right choice is the choice that feels expansive and joyful. This is you confirming the right choice is always the choice that makes you feel excited every single time. There's no right or wrong whatsoever. If something is exciting, it's right. So for example, imagine you want to eat some pizza. You're like, oh, but pizza's bad. No, it's not. If it excites you, great. But let me tell you something. When you eat pizza 2 days in a row, the second time doesn't excite you. So maybe the second time you don't need to do it. That's why you don't need to eat junk food every single day. It stops being exciting, right? For example, watching shows. When you watch a show one time, it's great, but you're not going to watch the same episode of the same show over and over and over again. It gets boring. And that's why doing the things that excite you is always, always, always the right answer. There's never a time that excitement is not the right answer. All right, now final message from your spirit guides. Final message is, all there is love and has been there all along. Very interesting. The message is, when you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown, right? Love is maturity, and love is happiness, peace, and joy, and it leads to romance. But love means really just being joyful, blissful, and passionate. Right now, when you are looking at people in a perspective of soul to soul, you are easily able to love them for who they truly are. Souls do not have an ego. It's only us, humans that have limiting beliefs and filters. And that's why, from our childhood experiences or traumas, we sometimes have, characteristics that may not be too pleasant. But you got to understand, someone's soul is always pure. Their intentions are pure. They just may not know how to show it. And love will be the key that unlocks all the doors in this third dimension. All right, hope you enjoyed reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like this video and subscribe. I truly appreciate you. Till next time, love is your superpower.